Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
And that is a historic run for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or 17-game schedule. Now his name will be forever linked with the best runners to ever play at that position.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, look at the juke. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him. The mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the 3rd quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that.
And got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
He threw his league-best 35th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive. And they'll start here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Shrugs him off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open, and it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just... Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, nice move. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Flush to his right. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play even when...
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been unstoppable in this 1st half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. Closing in on the all-time record in the 1st half, by the way, which is 6 touchdown passes as this drive starts 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Flushed out right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with a rate past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He'll let this go for Adams.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
49 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Michael Mayer
with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And you know what we just witnessed, partner? A new NFL record for single-game rushing by a quarterback, breaking Colin Kaepernick's record of 181 yards set in the playoffs back in 2013. How about that field vision, athleticism that we've seen throughout this game? It's been nothing short of elite.
2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it inside the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams, his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there.
He's in the midst of a brilliant campaign through his 40th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive as they start.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And just shedding him off there. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a spell.
And this is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Raiders get another third quarter. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They are working on that very impressive.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nifty move. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 24 yards out.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear.
That's caught inside the 20.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
78 yards.
It has just come so easily, hasn't it? This defense, they've been caught flat-footed time after time after time. This was not a touchdown, but it is another huge play. And they've spent huge portions of this game chasing guys downfield, and that is certainly not a winning formula.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's complete to Adams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But
now back to throw. Flush to his right.
He'll let this go for Adams.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy and use in addition.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
And even 40 yards. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll set up a throw.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Raiders,
today, from Hard Rock Stadium.
so here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He'll let this go for Adams.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Raiders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. He's been sensational all year. He threw touchdown pass number 45 the last time they had it. Let's see if he can build on that number here. It's 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. Oh, he shifts, breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Eluding the pressure right. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Past the 20. And running with power here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Escaping the pressure right. A little juke. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Flushed out right. Oh, good move. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 23-yard run. And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your...
Eluding the pressure right. Able to power through. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about...
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Flush to his right. And fights through one man. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. He's had quite the game running the football. Last time he finished in the end zone with his legs for the 3rd time in this one. Buying time to his left. Ooh, with a juke. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
He can't get him down. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And some room to work. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Shifts by him, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
2nd and 6. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't.
He had another touchdown run the last time they had it, his 4th of the game. He's been unstoppable as they start again here with a 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. This is caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before half. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Flush to his right. Fights him off. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Runs through the contact. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
He'll let this go for Adams.
And this is caught inside the 5.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Jacoby Myers, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders extend their lead yet again. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Flushed out right. Shedding the tackle.
Still going. Inside the 20.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. How about that? Their quarterback. 75 yards.
And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
And now here come the Raiders.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Breaks a tackle. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Flush to his right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking,
and got another touchdown pass as a
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game well decided a long time ago.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Oh, Adams, what a grab.
And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And
that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
52 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Oh, able to avoid him. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys,
today. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
That is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Wrap up. Still moving. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Eluding the pressure right. A nice little juke. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Flush to his right, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago, so how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before.
He polished off that fine opening drive by keeping it himself on the touchdown run, and they'll look to do it again here, 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spot?
He had the touchdown run on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as his guys start here with a 1st and 10.
Looking deep for Adams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Dances by him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's got it. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll let this go for Adams.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 68 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. Fights loose, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football. Remember, he took it in from a yard out the last time they had it and looked to put together a similar drive here as they start 1st and 10. He lets it go deep from Mayer. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Gets around him. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Looking deep for Adams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Just an absolute heartbreaker there. He catches it off the deflection on the Hail Mary for the touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, as a defender, you're taught just to bat that thing down to the ground as quickly as you can.
That's what you're trying to do. But the offensive...
He hit on the big one on that last drive. Touchdown pass number 50 on the season. What a year he's put together. And he'll try to build on it here, 1st and 10. He'll let this go for Adams.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going for it all. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me...
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Looking deep for Adams. He's got it at the 15. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
He'll let this go for Adams.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining. Boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because, you know, they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover-free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for Las Vegas, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Escaping the pressure right. Good footwork at the 30. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. Looking deep for Adams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
2nd and 5. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Eluding the pressure right. And they can't bring him down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown a couple of touchdown passes. He'll let this go for Adams.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Davante Adams, his intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
Dancing to his left. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown.
And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few?
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He found Davante Adams for a touchdown on their last drive, and they start again with a 1st down. He'll let this go for Adams.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got...
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been utterly remarkable.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
Still on his feet.
Touchdown. Davante Adams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's closing in on 300 yards passing already in this first.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Escaping the pressure right. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. He's had such a sensational game throwing the football, all those touchdown passes.
Being chased out left.
He'll let this go for Adams.
He's got it at the 15.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
71 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's going to be brought down right there at the 23-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot?
So out come the Raiders.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is
eluding the pressure right. Oh, what a move. And he works free. Still shedding tackles. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Flush to his right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going.
The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came true.
Looking deep for Adams. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Vegas. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their work.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly